number if you want to be on the program. They're having doubts about choosing North Carolina as the site of the Democrat convention. I have here a story in Roll Call by Stuart Rothenberg, a contributing writer for Roll Call. Headline is, "On second thought, maybe North Carolina was a mistake." In the piece, Rothenberg outlines a challenge faced by Obama's re-election campaign if they hope to put North Carolina in his column again. Now, you, as regular listeners here, are on the cutting edge. You have known for about a month now of the problems facing Obama and the Democrats in North Carolina. Not just the Edwards and the other sex scandal, but you got the governor there, Dumplins, who's not running for re-election. They're in heap big trouble, the Democrats are, and they chose North Carolina because they need it. And 4 years ago, who would have ever thought, and by the way, not meant as a slight to North Carolina, but 4 years ago, who would have thought that North Carolina would be a crucial state as opposed to Florida or Ohio or Michigan, some of the other battleground states? Rothenberg claims that it's not likely. The challenge faced by Obama's re-election campaign if they hope to put North Carolina in his column. Rothenberg, this piece, I don't think Obama's going to win North Carolina. If National Democrat strategists chose Charlotte, North Carolina for the party's national convention because they like the facilities, the hotel accommodations, or the weather in early September, then I guess I can't yet quibble with the choice. But if David Axelrod and the president's other political advisors picked North Carolina to make some broader political point, then they goofed. Simply put, North Carolina looks like a mess for Democrats. Stuart Rothenberg, who doesn't want things to look like a mess for the Democrats. North Carolina looks like, so if they chose it for political reasons, they botched it. Are you trying to get me to say something that will get me in trouble? Okay, I no longer have MSNBC on one of my two TV monitors here. What I have up there is the Fox Business Channel or a soap opera, and Fox News on the bottom. But I've taken MSNBC off. I refuse. We don't play any sound bites from them anymore, and I don't watch them. It's irrelevant. They don't have a large enough audience. They don't deserve to be talked about, so I haven't been talking about them. Snerdley, they watch it in there. They have it on in there. Snerdley just said they ran a breaking news crawl at the bottom of the screen. Oh, it's not a crawl. It's a static chyron. Big, covered the screen. How big? Okay, like the lower third of the screen, lower 1/4 of the screen. A static chyron. Breaking news, bin Laden killed 1 year ago today. That was just on MSNBC. We're not lying. Breaking news. What is breaking news to you? Stuff that just happened, right? A second ago, you didn't know it until some network news guy found out about it and put a breaking news bulletin up, right? Breaking news, bin Laden killed 1 year ago today. That's called in the tank. Who do you think they think their audience is to put up something like that and mean it? To be serious about, I would know more. It would never occur to me to say anything like that to you in this audience and try to pass it off as being serious. North Carolina, it's a right-to-work state. That's, you know what I think breaking news is on MSNBC? It's news that's been damaged somehow. It's breaking. It's falling apart. News that's not working. That's what they must mean by breaking news. The news is falling apart. Here's the latest falling apart story. Bin Laden killed 1 year ago today. Breaking news at MSNBC doesn't mean something brand new that you've not heard of yet. Breaking news means damaged in some way. And more properly, broken news would be what they should call it now. MSNBC broken news. So, Stuart Rothenberg, big mistake, a mess for Democrats. Here's another quote. Unless the president wins re-election nationally by 7 or 8 points, about what he won in 2008, his chances of carrying North Carolina are not very good. And if he wins nationally by a large margin, he won't need North Carolina. Obama won North Carolina by 0.3 of a point 4 years ago, almost 7 points worse than his national margin of 7.2. North Carolina doesn't look particularly hospitable to Obama's reelection or to Democrats in general. This election's about economic policies, plain and simple. The president's challenge is to convince voters to give him another 4 years to lead the country back to fiscal health. Will the nearly 10% of North Carolinians currently without a job think that's a reasonable request? And again, the title of this piece, on second thought, North Carolina was a mistake. Maybe North Carolina was a mistake. Here, Mr. Rothenberg, here's the problem. The president's challenge is to convince voters to give him another 4 years to lead the country back to fiscal health. That's not what he's trying to do. This is why it's so important for people to understand this stuff ideologically. That Obama's not trying to lead the country back to fiscal health. He is trying to fundamentally transform this nation. Mr. Rothenberg, please, I know I'm just a dork talk show host to you, but I'm telling you, Obama views this country as unjust in its founding. And for 200 plus whatever years, this country's been a mistake. This country's flawed morally, economically, in the way it was founded, the way it was put together. These last 3 years are just the beginning of the transformation, Mr. Rothenberg. Obama's not trying to take us back to any prosperity. This is what all of you need to understand. Obama's not trying to return this nation to prosperity. He's transforming it into at best, a Western European socialist country. At best, that's what he's trying to turn it into. 14% unemployment, everybody with free health care till they can't afford it, which is now. Bankrupt government, no military. There's no attempt here to return to prosperity. We know how to do that. We've had 3 years of Obama's attempts at what he says he's trying to do, is reignite the economy. But anybody with any honesty assessing Obama's policies in 3 years has to admit that they're not about prosperity. His policies are not about fiscal health. Fiscal health, that's to suggest that Obama's wants 4 more years and is trying to persuade people for 4 more years to lead the country back to fiscal health. He's destroying the country's fiscal health. He's racked up more debt by himself than every previous president combined, all the previous presidents combined. And that's a true statistic. Obama doesn't want to return to prosperity. That campaign slogan is forward. From here, not backward. Seriously, Mr. Rothenberg. Obama's challenge is to convince... See, Rothenberg's looking at Obama as a standard traditional Democrat who is simply trying to use Democrat policies to rebuild an economy. That's not what this guy's doing. There's no return to anything. Obama thinks nothing in this country's past has been right. He doesn't believe anything in this country. Well, certain things have been good. Union risings, uprisings, union membership growing, powerful union bosses. There have been little things, but he's not about returning to anything here. I would think that an esteemed political scientist like Mr. Rothenberg would understand that Obama's not like any president we've ever had. He's not even LBJ. He's not FDR. He's not trying to return the country anywhere or to lead us back to fiscal health. That's almost insulting. The guy who's single-handedly destroying every day, and wait till health care, if it is, fully implements. Bye-bye fiscal health. It's not even a possibility. There's no chance of fiscal health if that thing survives. Obama's moving forward from where we are. He is trying, in his mind, Mr. Rothenberg, to fix 200-plus years of immorality, unjust social justice, you name it. He's not your traditional Democrat. I think there are a lot of Democrats that don't understand that. I really do. I think there are a lot of wealthy, rich Democrats, even consultants, who don't understand. Now, I may be pie in the sky there. They may be all gone. They may be all of the same belief that this country is unjust and immorally founded and was a mistake. Maybe so. But whatever. That's irrelevant. Obama is not about returning to anything. We're moving forward. That's his slogan. On the same path that we're on. He's not proposing any changes. He wants 4 more years, Mr. Rothenberg, to finish the job. We'll be back.